Nick Stenning, first ever Open.
It is my first ever Australian Open. Very excited to be here.
For those of you who might not know much about you, can you tell me about how you discovered the game, what your history in racket sports was like?
Well, I first started off on the racket sports scene, playing a bit of lawn tennis in my early childhood, and then moved to New Zealand and played some more lawn tennis over there, and then came back and I was playing rugby and soccer at the same time, and I thought it was too much and needed a bit of a reset, so got rid of soccer, and I wasn't really enjoying my tennis anymore either, so I was looking for a new sport, and my mum suggested real tennis or court tennis or real tennis from wherever you were around the globe. But so I thought I'd give it a crack, I'm here 10 years later.
So, coming in and playing in Hobart, working through your game, how would you describe how you play, how you've developed as a player?
Geez, it's a bit of a schmozzle really. It's been a bit all over the place. It's been a bit of a weird sort of journey. I've sort of fumbled my way through to the low 20s, and I think now I'm sort of starting to refine my game a little bit and actually play the way the game is intended to be played. So no, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone down here, especially all the younger guys like Will Flynn, coming in and later. It's gonna be real good fun. See if we can get some tips off them.
What's it like having a big tournament like the Australian Open here in Hobart, a court you're familiar with, a club you're familiar with, having all the big champions coming from overseas to come play here?
It's pretty awesome, to be honest, man. It's a small club. We're just celebrating our 150th anniversary, so it's been around the block a couple of times. So it's seen some world championships, that's for sure. And you can feel the greatness when you step out on court. Like there's a real aura around the court. It's pretty good. Seeing all the players come down for the Australian Open, it's fantastic to see that it's being held in Hobart this year. And I'm especially pleased to see Camden coming down as well.
Speaking of Camden, you've drawn the short straw and gone up against him in the first round. How are you going to approach that match and the challenge of that?
Well, Ben, I'll just stop you right there. I don't think it's a short straw. I think he's a great man. He's a great player. I've sat down for breakfast with him, and I think we're very likeable sort of people. And obviously being the world champion, I think he's probably the best person to draw in a match like this. Like, I wasn't going to make it past the first stage of the Australian Open, so I think having such a great player as Cam and being able to say that I've played a world champion is definitely, I'd say it's probably the best straw to pick, if you will. So yeah, I'm feeling confident. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to getting out on court. Especially in front of a big crowd. I haven't played in front of a large crowd in a while. I'd say the Clothier last year was probably the biggest crowd, and I'm really looking forward to it.
What do you make of all the other young Hobart players who are coming through and playing in this Open?
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic to see so many Hobart boys actually entering. Ollie, of course, everyone knows and loves Ollie. Darcy as well. He's made it into the Open draw as well, I believe, after Nick Howe pulled out. So it'll be good to see him in there. Unfortunately, Sam was knocked out. I would have liked to have seen it, and I know how much it meant to him. So it was definitely hard to see him go out of the tournament so early.
And in the doubles, you're playing with Darcy against Lou Williams and John Woods-Casey. Can you tell me a bit about your history playing with Darcy and how you expect that match to go?
Darcy's a strong doubles player. I really like him. He's got a good energy on the court, and yeah, we definitely bounce off each other. Definitely striving for that win. I know we pushed Eric Borker and Noah Moults to a full 3-set match last year in the Clothier, and it was tight. So I know we can play good tennis and we can play to that standard. So I understand that those boys are the next sort of step up that we're going to be playing. So I think we've got to dig deep in the trenches and just carry on. It's going to be good.
My understanding is that the clothing tryouts for the upcoming event in July in Seacourt are ongoing. Is that a target of yours?
Absolutely. I think it's definitely an exciting time of year. Like a couple of weeks ago, we were in Melbourne doing clothing trials, and straight after the Australian Open, we're going to be doing our second and last set of trials. I'm sitting in a pretty good spot so far. I've won 3 out of my 4 matches. Going down against Ollie, unfortunately, but I can see improvement. It's definitely pleasing me.
So aside from Clothier, George Van Allen, is there any other big targets you have for this season that's coming up?
Well, but I'm just putting one foot in front of the other at the moment. Really, I'm just looking. I've got my eyes on Clothier at the moment, and then I suppose the next sort of goal after that would be a British Open.
All right, Nick Stenning, thank you very much.
Ben, thank you. It's been a pleasure.